My name is Charles Miller. I'm the Director of Energy Solutions at KMB Design. Understanding energy and how it's used and how to make things more efficient, I guess I have a drive to always kind of improve performance. If we can define the problem, we can solve the problem. Combined heat and power is a 2-for-1 bonus program. You get either a boiler that produces electricity, or you get a generator that produces hot water for other beneficial consumption. And then sometimes we'll add in another flavor and call it CCHP, combined cooling heat and power. And we leverage that heat to produce cold water as well. So, the basics is that you're using one fuel source, but you're getting two byproducts out of it. Whether it's in cannabis or agribusiness or vertical agriculture or data centers or commercial real estate, it's really all just an application of the technology to solve an energy problem. The other benefit of combined heat and power is that it's produced locally. The efficiencies of doing power generation on site gives you a bump of up to 85% from what would traditionally be a boiler getting gas on site and getting electricity from a power plant miles away. We can use combined heat and power at as low as 75 kW, or you can use it at a hyperscale data center at 150 megawatts. Data centers in today's market are constantly consuming electricity, and because the density of these data centers are increasing, the heat is getting higher and higher and higher. So now strong chilled water solutions bring this application of CHP to the data center space. By leveraging this technology, it's got 5 independent engines in it. So it's got inherent resiliency built into the design of the engine that we're using. And then we recover that heat and we use it to produce chilled water to cool the data center, and we back up those absorption chillers with mechanical chillers so that there's N+1+1 reliability for both the cooling and the electrical supply. By lowering that PUE, by getting them closer to 1, we are now making them more competitive in the marketplace because their cost of data transactions is lower than a competitor's. A very similar thermal profile to data centers is the medically licensed cannabis space. Like a data center has IT load, a cannabis facility or an agricultural facility has lighting load. Many licensees are directed to build facilities in areas that are in short supply of power to the volume that they require. We're talking lights in a 100,000 square foot facility that are on 24/7, 365. The power that's consumed is immense. And as you're trying to meet that demand, they're adding water, which is another kind of anomaly to the environment. The way combined heat and power works in a grow facility is you take the temperature down to the point where moisture drops out. And now we've got cold, dry air, but you can't put cold, dry air back into the room because it'll freeze the plants. So you have to warm it back up again. So now, if we have this source of heat that we can produce hot water, we can use hydronic heating to heat that up. Not consuming electricity, but just pumping hot water through coils to warm that air back up and put it back into the room. When you look at all of that energy consumption, we could sometimes even achieve 50% reduction of what would have been consumed in a normal operation connected to the grid by having CHP on site. Similarly, in the commercial real estate space, we're working with a company called MXA. They have a technology partner that produces a water source heat pump. And by using the energy that is produced from a combined heat and power plant, we can create a closed loop thermal circuit and then use these water source heat pumps to produce heating and cooling for high-rise buildings. Because you're geographically limited in a city environment, you can't go drilling thermal wells all throughout the city to be able to support water source heat pump. So we create our own water source circuit within the building and then use this technology to provide efficient heating and cooling. We can bring these technologies and these resources and these excellent capabilities that we have at KMB and with our technology partners to your specific needs and develop a solution that's custom and efficient for you.